Honestly, let's just start. Even though I haven't even launched SimHub yet. I'm mucked up there a bit, you could say. Huh? Didn't I ask you to launch SimHub? Come on, piece of shit software. Are you now launching it finally, or do I need to like strangle you to death or something? Because it's starting to go on my nerves at this point. Hey, where is it? Could you just finally launch it? Because the problem is, I need an admin prompt. To agree to an admin prompt, right? And I can't see it because it's literally hidden when you're in VR. From the desktop view. So I have to like guess that I'm on the right. Okay, so the issue was that I was going the wrong direction. You need to go to the left to get the yes prompt. Otherwise you get the no prompt. I literally had to pull my headset off to look at my screen to like be like, yes, that's the right direction. Oh yeah, I should perhaps close this for now, just to be safe. I pop my VR view that I'm not showing stuff with personal identifiable information like my bloody Amazon account. It especially maybe not show what I have in there because it's quite sus. It's quite sus what I have in there. Right. Should I perhaps move my overlay slightly around because this is gonna be a bit interesting due to me being in an open wheeler. I think I'm gonna use this one. Oh, this one has the wrong window selected. We'll fix that. Where is it? Yeah. That's the chat window. Let's move this a bit higher up. And then you shall be switched to this one. Right. So that could work. I'll have to see. I need. Oh, there's my AC client gone. Let's also decide to go over here. God damn it, this is a bit scuff. A bit. To say the least. So, both off. Good. Let's briefly check how I. So, that should do that trick. And then, yeah, I think I'm fine at this point. Welcome, I guess. Maybe we want to switch to AC itself already in SimHub. I mean, I fixed the bug that caused it to, like, not load properly anymore, but, yeah, you can always improve things slightly. Right. It says there are only 4 people in there, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more than that. Right. Actually, do these cars actually have like a lever action sequential gearboxes? Or did they I think they have flappy pedals. Those Indy Lights. They already swapped the flappy pedals, I think. Right. Okay, let's see how. Yeah, it's only about 6 people, so I guess that wasn't lying too much. We do have a bit of fun like configuring. There's a lot of setup options because, well, it's It's a car in that sense, and it's a bit annoying to set up then. But we're gonna deal with it, I guess. So, further forward my seat position. But obviously, it's still like I'm nowhere obviously close to the real seating position because your legs would be like up there for like a true open wheeler seating position. I mean, at least I'm somewhat attached to like the shoulders of the character, which is halfway helps. So, mirrors. I mean, at least this thing doesn't have like massive rear wing there, which is pretty neat. Right side mirror. I think I have those two down. Levels that I would like. Where do I store you? Maybe I just... No, decrease in size. How the fuck is this the decrease but this the increase? Why? I could technically also get rid of the performance filter because I have one on the dash actually. So I'm gonna turn that off. It's been a hot minute since I've driven an open wheeler. This cockpit feels relatively spacey. Usually open wheelers can feel like quite cramped and everything, but like this doesn't feel too bad. A bit early on the brakes there. Somebody's going up in smoke there. Quite literally. I drove this car with a keyboard briefly to set up a thumbnail screenshot. It locked up way easier, but although it's great now starting to also lock up, so it's slightly just one of the brake bias. I can brake so much later here. What are we gonna get here? Massively slower than the provisional pole time, which is 47. Considering there's like 3 corners on the circuit, that's not good. Actually, there's 4 corners on the circuit. Maybe second gear might make sense with these corners. Well, I don't believe this power plant has a lot of torque. Oh god, we're already starting to flash with these tires. Man, how are they going like so much quicker? It's the thing with open wheelers that like... Well, it is kind of fun to drive. I don't think I'm gonna go particularly fast tonight. Yeah, I think it makes sense to stay second. Plus I can move the brake bars even further rearwards, I guess. Oh, fuck. Maybe first gear does make sense. Yeah, they're lapping low 47, which means I'm about a second off the pace. On a normal circuit, I wouldn't mind this too much, but like this circuit is so short and so few corners that it's like, how? There's just not much left here. Great. Not like I need actually time losses on my corners as well. So yeah, I guess I need a setup here. This thing is... Second gear just has too much torque, so it's an odd thing to say for a low power open wheel. I'm literally already peaked at like a mid 48. This is embarrassing. You don't know the Norisring? You don't know the circuit? It's a relatively infamous DTM track in Nürnberg. It is infamous for being like 4 corners. Yes, it is the DTM track. It is the track that is literally consists out of like 4 corners. Okay, Suicidal Cookie has shared a setup because someone else was kind enough to ask for it. Which means I could avoid the social anxiety of having to ask for one. Going slower and slower. I think I'm actually in the low 48s. How have my past races in ACC been? Well, semi-successful, I would say. Like, the Monday race was not particularly that great. Monday I raced some LFM that didn't go too well, except for the wet race that went really well. Because it was gonna rain in 10 minutes when we switched to the race session and I put wet tires on and drove like 2 laps on a completely bone dry track with wet tires. Very interesting experience. Everybody passed me, but everybody had to pit for wet tires, so I won that race. Start on pole, literally lose 14 positions in 2 laps, win the thing. big brain strats there. It's... yeah, Friday I then yesterday it was all... That was on solder. Like, yesterday was the SRXP race at solder, and that one I finished second. I did not expect anything, considering the car didn't show particularly much pace in practice on a solder in the LFM races. Pace wasn't particularly too good. The pace in qualifying was also like not that promising, but I had an absolute excellent start there and just drove circles around everyone behind me. I couldn't beat Krejci in his McLaren, he was just too quick, but I was able to keep within like 10 seconds till the end of the race. Which, considering it's an hour-long race, and my main worry was my tires are gonna die in like 10 minutes, which they did. But it seems everybody else suffered from the same problem, so I was fine in that one. Friday was the 2.4 hour series. Last week Friday. And there I... what did I race it? In 2.4 hour series I finished third. That was a wet race around Indianapolis, which again with a Maserati is like... not like the best combination you can pick. Pretty not desirable, so... yeah, I have 2 races remaining to get out of rookies in LFM. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I'll be busy till Friday more or less with racing. Tomorrow is PLR. That's... which track was it again? Yeah, Misano, right, but it's a wet Misano race. Most likely. Wouldn't say particularly it's a hard challenge to drive, it's just you going slow. That's the bigger deal. It's like just getting the pace out of the car in those conditions is an absolute pain. Everybody else drives circles around you, basically. But just getting around the circuit is not that actually difficult, I would say. But that's me. And I'm absolutely crazy. I can drive such a thing in pretty bad conditions. I have to say, I had a Spa race last week as well with the Maserati in wet conditions, and that was very treacherous. That wasn't particularly much fun. Interesting, as I'm talking here, this set here that I've just loaded onto the car is not going any quicker than the default. I say that and then it suddenly gets 2 tenths of going. LFM still have people murdering each other on every race. I wouldn't say anything out of the ordinary, but... you know, I'm very relaxed. To wow me with like chaos is difficult. Ah, the thing... very tail happy for that section, but like the car's just really needed in some ways, and I think I've Robin Moore directly behind me as the fastest guy on track. He's setting fastest lap. Like last time around, he was a full second faster than me somehow. Oh, come on, shitbox. The steering lock on this thing is a fucking pain in the ass because you can't turn it. Well, the thing is, I do a lot of GT4 and LFM, so I can avoid a lot of the rookie stuff. And I've actually done 2 GT3 rookie races, but I've driven there one time the Reiter and the other time the V12. Right around Donington is... Surprisingly, I wasn't too far actually off the pace, although I would say I'm probably towards my pace, like significantly off. And then Suzuka, I'm generally not particularly the quickest for some reason. It's just I don't have the Suzuka magic for some reason down. GT4 I'm passable, I think, but like GT3 I just lack some last bit of pace. I don't know what it is with this circuit, however, also. It's like I'm a second off the pace and I don't know where it's supposed to be get. Like, the car does stuff like that and it's like, bruh. How am I supposed to gain like a full second on this like 4-corner circuit? I don't mind it being on a like a massive circuit with actual like normal cars. How? Like, how did I gain like 4/10 out of the hairpin there? Makes even less sense. Going wrong so massively that I'm losing some... Oh, come on, you shitbox. When you want it to light up your rear tires, it doesn't, but like... Really weird. Yeah, racing type interface and race schedule. Yeah, we can definitely say that. I mean, at least in a game where you can drive and doesn't constantly suck. I mean, I guess you get the full-on iRacing experience in terms of also getting wrecked out. Yeah, when talking about the rookies, like, in that Suzuka race, like, the V12 was, like, not particularly fast. It was in the back of the field. And I made up so many positions from people just driving off the road by themselves. Like, there obviously was carnage at the start, because, I mean, I think turn 1 was halfway clean, but, like, what are you expecting at that point? Bit unfortunate that GT4 like at best gets like 25 people together. Fucking hell, these people doing like 46.7s here on this track, and I'm just like, could I please have some 47s, thank you. Could I please get into the low 47s? No, I'm getting denied of that as well. Yeah, I find it funny how many people these days I'm actually seeing driving Maserati. Like, it's starting to actually become a halfway common car to see around the track. Still, obviously, competition against me, Naka, is few and far between. One of the few that can actually challenge front runners, usually with it. Also, we're right now out of fuel. Okay, we have the race now to figure out how to... Maybe these cars have a half-decent slipstream, so you can actually, you know, stay with people who have crack cocaine in their system. Yeah, my fastest time is a 47.7. I'm like a full second off the pace, and there's just nothing I can do about it. Let's add a bit of fuel. Yes, I'm putting no compound on. I think the tire pressures are wrong there, but like whatever. It's actually pretty cool that AC has like animations. The cam? It should be working. Oh great, something isn't working. Because the cam was working till... Cam worked up until... definitely worked on a pre-stream. Pedal cam, I don't know. Oh, the overlays are gone. The cam is there, but the overlays have died because I started OBS prior to... Oh, this is good. I started OBS prior to SimHub. I had forgotten to launch SimHub. Where's... Hold on, I need this. So I have all of them now. Yeah, they should be all captures now. Yeah, the frame was missing because I hadn't launched. Because OBS is like, well, this thing didn't actually reply, so I'm just not gonna load it when this scene actually gets loaded. Like, I hadn't opened that scene yet. And it still was like, nope, I'm not gonna load this till it's actually like... there. And I'm just like, thanks. We need a bit of fuel because this is... Actually, how much? Yeah, this shows how many laps I have. 12 laps, about 11 minutes. It was a 20-minute race, I think, if I know it correctly. So, this should be enough. That's like Christ. So far off the pace tonight. It's like... Can use Track Titan. I've been using SimHub for like years at this point. It's just I forgot to launch it. I literally like pulled up my overlays like this. I switched my OVL overlay to layout to this one I'm using here to stream, and it was like, wait a second, why is my SimHub window not loading? Oh, I haven't launched SimHub yet. Like I need to launch like I don't know how many pieces of software I need to launch actually to stream. I think it's like it's VC Face, it's VMC, it's SimHub. I need to have my browser open with the stream chat popped out. I have to and I have to launch OBS. And I need to make sure to connect my pedal cam as well to that. It's like it's 5 pieces of software and that's not even the sim yet. That's not even launched yet. And then I have to also, I need to launch a 6-piece, and then there's a Steam VR itself. Otherwise, I'm not playing anything. What's Steam VR? Right. So, okay then. Expect 25.5 laps. That's more actually than I have fuel for. That should fix the problem. Right then. But I haven't looked into like other software. I really love SimHub with its overlays and everything. And how modular it is. I've written a bunch of plugins for it. I've done a lot of stuff. I haven't seen of Track Titan before. I've really like loved it in that sense. And it's done well for me. I do have a slight gripe that I can't like if I would like to add other games to it, I can't really do that. Not properly. It's not, if I would like to have an overlay for playing other games, it's not gonna provide that really. And just said here about the processors. Yeah, that's true. This stuff can be process heavy. It's not an understatement in that sense. I suppose I'll cook shit in the setup. Maybe I should try that one. Yeah. I don't know, it's gonna be different on this. How long do I have left for that? Wing settings look similar. I don't know, this looks very similar. Maybe it's the same. I think it's probably the same set than the other one. Yeah, it's fine. That is virtual motion capture, or VMC. For sure. That's that piece of software that does my tracking. And that's the tracking of the headset, but the tracking for my the mouth movement actually comes from VC Face. Why do I use two pieces of software for this problem? Well, let's explain that after I launch. Because the mouth movement based on audio from... Oh god. Everybody forgets that they don't have brakes. And then I forget that I don't have tire grip on the rear. But yeah, while virtual motion capture does offer you to use your microphone to emulate mouth movements on your model, it's not particularly good at that. They look really shit. And VC Face does a way better job at that. And if I would want to like actually use a camera for tracking, for face tracking, VC Face would be better. Yeah, because what it does is you have on a what is the file format called? VRM. On a VRM model, you have only four different mouth poses for speech. So that's not particularly detailed, and what they do is just full force slap one of those on it. And that's not particularly, you know, good looking at all. Looks like I just shit that. And VC Face mixes them a bit together to create better mouth movements. Similar to how you would if you would automatically, you know, when you do VR chat models, they have more mouth poses, which is why the mouth tracking in VR chat actually looks pretty decent. But you can, if you're simple on your model creation, you can just create those few that are used in VRM, and then you can just use a Blender plug-in to effectively create the other ones, and VC Face effectively does that. So yeah. Okay, hello there. I was explaining something. What I've realized, just like thinking about it, like how many instances of the Unity engine I have open on my PC effectively while streaming, because I have the Unity engine open for my OVR toolkit overlays. Those run through Unity. My VC Face is a Unity instance. Virtual Motion Capture is a Unity instance. And yeah, I think I'm at 3 Unity instances, plus then with AMD Game I'm playing, although of course it's not on Unity, but I'm running 3 different game engines at the same time. Don't hungry a monk. Right. But yeah, this seems to be, unfortunately, not particularly an interesting race here. The guys in front haven't figured out how to drive the circuit fast, and the slipstream isn't good enough to like do some massive slipstream battles on this track. These cars are just a bit too quick for that. Like some, I don't know, some front-wheel drive not touring cars really, like even slower than that. Some front-wheel drive shit boxes with like 100 horsepower would be really funny to drive here probably. Of just like the massive draft trains. Like MX-5s might actually be halfway interesting, but this is just... The guys in front of me are faster, and these... I mean, they can bite, these things. Like, the car's not too easy to drive. If I step too hard on the throttle, it will spin around. But it's like, it's not that hard either. Okay. I mean, the car isn't actually too bad for an open wheeler, in my opinion. Considering it's like a lower division open wheeler, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not an entry level open wheeler at any rate, it's an Indy Light. It's the step below IndyCar. But these things aren't your Formula 4s, which can get quite not fun in my opinion to drive at times. Not the biggest open wheeler fan, I do have to definitely say. I've decided to drive this because it's, well, Norisring, it's kind of interesting. But otherwise I'm not the biggest fan of driving open wheelers. Especially the lower divisions can be not... I mean also the higher divisions. But like a modern day Formula 3 and Formula 4, like... You have to drive them completely on rails. millimeter precise, otherwise you're like 5 seconds off the pace immediately. You know, that kind of starts... Okay, that's a back marker. Because I was confused for a second who was standing there again. Yeah, as other people are proving, it's easy to spin. I wouldn't say it's that easy to spin, but on the other hand, I spun quite a few times in practice, so... No. Shouldn't say anything. Yeah, I'd hope for something that's closer to the usual DTM race around the circuit. That's like a pretty feisty fight. But unfortunately, well, really getting more like a very spread out affair. It's a bit sad. The textures are misleading, or the inside part of the tire looks like it's going for some abuse. I'm not sure either. I feel like they somewhat start abused already at the start, but I feel like this is actually... Ooh. I feel like this is somewhat accurate. Although I feel the texture is a bit aggressive how it comes in, because I don't think my tire is that abused so far. I mean, I have locked up a bit. But like not that much. I've done some very light lockups into corners and it's... I've not gotten the yellow marker in the damage indicator yet, which would indicate flat spotted tires. So yeah, I feel the texture is a bit aggressive and it comes in a bit early, but I feel like this is actually the tire damage. I mean, these tires are also not designed to like run that long. These cars race for about half an hour to 40 minutes. Showing some tire drop off. I mean, the pace is not dropping off at all. Can definitely say that. Absolutely no feel of like there being issues on the front tires. Okay, safety car 9 minutes. I guess they want to try get everything back together. What time is it? It's at 9 minutes. I guess everybody has decided to slow down early? This is a strange... Yeah. I feel like everybody misread this. I could have just powered through because everybody seemingly misunderstood this. But oh well. They've done this before, because these are just fun races, right? So it's just... If everybody spreads out, we might as well just call a safety car and get everybody back together. So there's a bit of racing going on. And they've done this before, during the ladder, we've raced... Gosh, when was this, like... 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago we raced ladders at Paris. The grid Paris track. In the AC edition. It was quite, like, nice looking, although I hate the fucking circuit. Like, I hate the French. But, like, erase those. Oh, that's a bit stupid for me. I'm gonna do rolling start side by side. Oh. Head for the fridge. Didn't know what's coming from them. Wasn't sure if he was still alongside me, but he had actually dropped behind me already. Oh, fight. Yeah, that was definitely a pretty nice move there. Saw the dive bomb, and then just cut back on 2 different drivers. Although I don't think I will be able to touch Robin Moe today. He's, I think, the guy who picked the combination. Well, I don't think I can beat the guy. A bit of a breather behind, as the guys behind decided to fight a bit. But yeah, it seems these cars for some reason produce pretty spread out racing. Which is, I think, the opposite what they do IRL, which is interesting. Although I think I only know like one Indy Light race, and that is when they finished like 4 or 5 wide at Indianapolis in the, what's it called? Yeah, Freedom 100. Yeah, that's the name of that race, which they do on Carb Day for the Indy 500. Which categories have I watched recently? I have to admit I have not watched that much motorsports. Recently, that much. To completely admit to that. I'm keeping tabs on Formula 1, but I've not watched the race. Especially since they are no longer on public television here in Germany anymore, so... Been like literally years since I've watched a race of Formula 1 at its fullest. Actually not that long. I've watched the season finale last year. In a very weird way, but I did. I mean, if you have Sky, you would have access to it, but like, who does? Not me, at least. And so I haven't been like keeping. I occasionally watch an IMSA race or two because they broadcast. The IMSA TV website, but I wanted to watch the I realized the what's it called again? Petite Le Mans was on, opened the website and it was like, well, please deactivate your ad blocker, and I'm like, I have my ad blocker already disabled. Turns out my Pi-holes block list included like there are 30,000 trackers that they are trying to run there. And they all get blocked on the Pi-hole. So DNS requests don't go through for those and they can't resolve, and they build it in such a way that if there's DNS requests bounce, you can't load the website. And I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm not gonna go through that list and try to figure out which domains you guys need to run. I'm just gonna not watch it. It got a bit silly at that point. And that block list is definitely not that aggressive. It's the default block list the thing comes with. Like, it doesn't really block advertisers. It mainly just gets trackers. And it was definitely like when I tried to figure out how many it was definitely a sizable number that they tried to pull. So I just left that be. Yeah, I've been, if anything, like keeping up with highlights or stuff. Or just the general buzz. Although I'm not like on Twitter at all, so it's not like I'm that jacked into the information cloud. People discussing shit. Occasionally, like, I get linked the clip of the massive accident at the Hockenheimring in DTM this weekend, and that was something. And I watched both highlight videos for those two races. It's kind of interesting. I live in like the same state as the Hockenheimring, and there was quite like large advertising for that race on the radio. They run pretty... And yes, I end up listening to the normie radio from time to time because... Yeah, I don't know, I have a Twitter account but I never open it. I just have it. The sole purpose of having it. I very rarely use it. See how we figure. Will we get another lap? Maybe. It's close. Yeah, we actually get another lap here. Right. Yeah. He wasn't that much faster here at the ending stages of the race. But I think he also didn't like need to push at all. He's just trying to get around the circuit. Minimizing errors. And also I'm probably getting a slight slipstream. Maybe. Who knows? Yeah. I honestly know more about what's going on Twitter from YouTube videos than actually from Twitter. Yeah, oh hey, there's another fucking drama with the Genshin community on Twitter. Oh well, luckily I don't have any of these fuckers in my timeline. If I would ever open Twitter, but goddammit, it's so funny to laugh at these idiots. Or sad, depending on your perspective, because it's kind of like sad. And these people like get, oh no, it's the evil four-letter words. Oh no, it's a ship with two characters that I don't approve of. Worst thing ever. Oh. Oops. Dramas and Genshin are synonymous. Yeah, that's a nice one. And good art is also synonymous with Genshin. Funny thing with Genshin, like I was over the weekend at a family gathering, and I don't know really anything about Genshin besides like the name of like 2-3 characters and like and some off-brand stuff, but like 2 people were actually like discussing Genshin as in the gameplay at the game, and I realized like how little I knew about this game really. But like the game, the storyline, team compositions, stuff like that, and I was just like was lost there. So it ended up being like, hey, I cannot join this conversation at all. I can listen to them, but it's like every other conversation in that room. I could sit there with these people, I can sit with the roughly my age, or then sit with the fucking 60-year-olds that like discuss something that I completely do not understand either. They're complaining about their back pain or whatever. So go figure, I guess. Right. So race 2 coming up, because we've I realized I know absolutely nothing. Yep. I mean, I don't just listen and don't really join into conversation as the usual state of affairs, but like it became really like I can't join this conversation because unfortunately I somehow do not know anything about it. I mean, I have at some point played some out of gacha games. I have played some Arknights at some point. Not much. I've gone not that far in that game at all. I have not spent a single penny on it. Sometimes I feel about sim racing like that. But yeah, that's... Sometimes I feel about sim racing like that. Looking at other people's like insanely fast times, I was just like, bruh. Like, how am I supposed to compete with this? Yes, our cars have honks. But yeah, as I said, like I played incredibly casually a bit of Arknights. I think I played like 2 levels of Honkai Impact 3rd, and that's about what I've played of any gacha game. I feel a bit more confident with Fate, although if somebody starts having a deep discussion about Fate, they probably leave me in 2 seconds. But my knowledge for off-brand is quite big with that one. Somebody had a really good launch on the right side of me. Ah! Let's see, how good is the slipstream actually with these cars? Okay, you actually do get some slipstream here. Yeah, I completely murdered that poor guy. Ah! I guess I get that for return. My car is this time quite banged up. At least I didn't have to wait for the whole field, because the field decided to turn me around. Yeah, I think my front wing is now quite damaged. Locked up slightly into that turn. Oh fuck! Ouch! Okay, that's me fucked. I mean, yeah, these tires are actually like completely clean right now. We're running with 50% damage, but I guess AC doesn't properly simulate front wings falling off cars. I don't know. I haven't tested AC's damage physics ever really that in depth. Considering if you run 100% damage and you clip like a curb, you can easily blow the engine to bits. Or you bend the suspension piece. It may make sense for me to come into the pits and put a fresh front wing on. As long as I can keep on the lead lap, I would under a safety car be able to catch back up if they do another one. Oh, you don't need to hit a guardrail backwards. Like, I've literally booped the wall and the thing blew to bits and pieces, the car. Like, it can be incredibly sensitive to damage at times. It's very understandable that something like the Turtle Revival project doesn't run any damage usually on their server. Because if you run their map with damage on and you just touch a wall, you easily blow the engine to pieces. It's quite hilarious. I don't mean actually downshifting. Like, sure, you can do a money shift and send your engine crying, but the big deal really is like you can rip engines effectively out of your cars easily by just bumping a wall slightly too hard. Something that R-Factor 2 does as well, but I feel like in AC it's kind of like more extreme even in R-Factor. Suicidal Cookie is going at it. Sub 47's being driven. How slow am I going with all my damage and stuff? Mid 47's not too bad, I would say I'm fine damage wise. Also, if I would pit, I would get the wrong pressures on my tires because it's based on the pit strategy, and the pit strategy doesn't have the correct tire pressures. Oh, I'm really like it right now, just stuck in alone here completely. To lift there so I don't drop into the wall. Oh, Miguel has looped it. Not sure. I feel like the damage might not be that much. That's why we were running at 50% damage, so... Still, I would say it's a bit weird that that car just tanked that hit. And I set it into the barrier there. I feel like damage percent scaling oftentimes is like not linear, but oh, safety car. Could have pitted now, I guess. We're just gonna stay out, I think. It's just built different. I mean, this car is from United Racing Designs. Maybe they build it a bit stronger too, for intention of online racing. Weird stuff like that happens. You know, we don't have to crawl at this speed. Side by side from the far corner, okay. Sim racing capable cars that have 3 times strength. Online specifically. I lock up my brakes and still get hit in the back. Oh fuck. This race has been a disaster. Yeah, that was fucking stupid for me, to say the least. I for sure should deserve that. Race 1 gave me way too much optimism. Race 1 definitely gave me way too much optimism here. Ah, again. I'm not gonna change the tires. Just gonna repair the car briefly. I think they might have gotten going already. Oh, come on, for fucking sakes! Oh, come on. Like a fucking idiot, I loop it again. I would have easily caught them actually, if I hadn't spun there again. They're only 10 seconds up ahead from me. Should have probably just taken any tires, irrelevant of their pressures. When it rains, it rains. When things go wrong for me, it fucking pours, to say the least. Now I'm stuck 7 seconds again back. It is strange, like I did way better in race 1 for some reason. Made an absolute fucking fool out of myself in race 2. There are no words for this. Besides, it's been a while since I finished last. And it looks like I'm gonna do that tonight. I've had 2 opportunities to fend at the sharp end tonight and thrown both of them away pretty effectively. So... I'm just not making any gains really. Say that, and we're actually doing a company here. Yay! We have somewhere to race. Hooray! No hopes, gang. Oh no, come on! Well, that's one way to ensure you have someone to fight in the last lap. Like, how the hell have I done this race that I've looped it so many goddamn times there? You're right, Rad. Wait, he's missing suddenly. He seems to rage quit just before the line. Oh yeah. How are you doing? Yeah, he has left. No, automated left is at GG. He hasn't left before the line, so I found that interesting. I'm definitely finished. What are the results? P6. Oh yeah, he did not actually finish the race, so he made sure that I finished last. Thanks. Unfortunately, I was not able to spend another time before the end of the race. Right, everybody has left. We can leave as well. Like, race 1 was quite nice, race 2 has been just pain picker. Sorry, Erased. It was an unmitigated disaster for me. I got a ping from over here as well. Somebody's driving on Shitoku Valve project. Well, you do get content ID claimed like on a video. I mean, you could get a copyright strike for that. Although usually you get content ID claimed. Funny story, the main menu music of Ultima Blister 2 has a copyright claim on it. Meaning if you just, sit on the main menu in your stream, you get your fucking stream claimed for that. Like, they don't have the, they aren't the rights, Ryzen is not the rights holder, apparently, for that music. They haven't bought the music out, they just bought the right to have it in their game. But if you stream the game, you get claimed for it. Which is insane for a main menu theme. And while the funny thing is, like, you actually also get, I remember you get claimed also for GTR 2 music. Way back in the day, like, at this point, like, nearly 10 years ago, I played, the Let's Play back then on an old channel. But, like, you can get claimed for that one as well, but back then you could get as long as you didn't have like fucked audio settings where you couldn't hear you but the game was completely way too loud, then only YouTube could detect the thing. But today, like, I had the music way down low. I rewatched the clip that it said it got claimed, and it's like the music is barely audible while I'm talking over it, and it still detected it. It is, at this point, gotten very far the content ID system in terms of figuring out where the music is. So you very much get claimed easily for the music in AMS2's main menu. And that's just BS. Like, that shouldn't happen. Yep. I've at this point, like, I mean, I haven't played AMS2 in a while, but I've switched the music off after seeing that. That stream in general got like a what was it called, like community guide. I didn't get a community guideline strike for it, but I nearly got one for it, for that video. That wasn't related for I can actually read the email if I can find it. It's gonna take a minute, but that one is also hilarious because so no, that's not it. Here. Lukas Lichten, we have made your content private. Hi, Lukas Lichten. Our team has reviewed your content and we think you may need to make changes to make sure it does not violate our spam and deceptive practices scam policy. In the meantime, we've made the following content private, and that was the AMS2/ACC Double Duty Insanity stream, where I drove the Formula Ultimate in the Porsche 911 GT3R. And the thing is, what that thing got claimed, that had also the copyright claim for the on it. But that was fine. What got this thing claimed, and I'm pretty sure of it, is that yes, the problem is, what got this thing claimed was the description. Because it is public at this point. The video is public again, and no problems with it anymore. But the problem was with the description, is that I had written early retirement in there. Because I early retired out of a race. I retired early out of the first race, and I written that into the description there. And that got flagged. And when I rewrote that, it was fine. So if you, the bot thought like, oh yeah, you're making a retirement scam or some shit. It's like, no, it's a retirement out of a race, for fuck's sakes. Sometimes you get reminded how stupid these bots are when you're like confronted with this. And it's like, oh, this is what got it. It's like, That gave me a heart attack when I saw that. It's like, it's okay. I passed the checks again. It is on my channel again. Double duty insanity stream. Not great racing, I think, there either, because it was a Formula 1 race in very wet conditions at yes, it's funny shit like that. This stuff gets you claimed, right? Yeah, it was a hilarious episode where that thing got claimed. And I was like, I wasn't even home at the time when I saw that email. I was like, wait, what? I was busy. I think I'm not gonna say quite where I was there, because it's gonna need more explanation. But like, I was definitely not home, and I was sitting there with just like piecing this thing together. I think I fixed it already on my phone. Maybe. Although I actually think I fixed it on my at home. Okay, somebody sent a request this morning. So, okay, good. Right. I mean, always with these like Wednesday streams, it's very short, but the problem is I wouldn't have been actually able to make the GT4 round for the LFM either, because LFM was unfortunately started like a minute ago. So that would have been very tight. Although I could do an LFM round, I could run the Suzuka rookie race. Which honestly, I don't want to drive more GT4 at this point. That's for this week. I've done enough GT4. It's enough. I've done my GT4 fix this week. Maybe I go over to ACC. Nah, I think I just end it for the night. I should finally, for fuck's sakes, go to bed at a reasonable time. I've been the last few days falling asleep after 3 AM. It's gotten slightly out of hand. It's gotten to a point where it's a habit at this point. Well, this car doesn't have TC or ABS either. TC and ABS now. Well, actually, yeah, that's what he said. He said I should drive something with TC and ABS. Right, yeah, but I did that when I drove the LFM rounds on Monday. And on actually Sunday. I drove LFM on Sunday and Monday. I drove GT4, 2 GT4 rounds, and in between a rookie GT3 round. And the rookie GT3, obviously, we have to drive a car with TC and ABS, which was the Ryzen on Sunday, and the V12 on Monday. So I did drive 2 GT3s there. Yeah, it's just like, nah, this is not particularly great. I think actually it was after 3 AM today. I think it was actually after. Because I started to like binge watch, finally try to like finish off an anime series I was like, well, I'm awake still, so let's just watch this show. And like, I got quite a few episodes through finally. I think I got like 4 or so episodes, and then I started falling asleep. So I put my phone away, and then I was awake for like half an hour. Thanks how that works. I finished that like when did I actually finish it? I'm up to date. I mean, it's not that many episodes. You end up getting addicted, and then you already run out of high. So it's a bit of an issue with edge runners. Yeah, they're edge runners. Yeah, I finished that. When was that? Finished it finally on Tuesday last week. I mean, it took me like nearly a month to watch the full thing. I thought like I was like one of the last people to watch it, but I guess you've got me beat on that one. Yeah, it is really damn good, that thing. It's just 10 episodes, and then you're through the 10 episodes, and you just, it's pain. I unfortunately spoiled it myself, so it's just, I stumbled first over the clips, and it's of like, because with most anime, you can like totally watch the clips, because they release weekly, and if you watch like the clips of the first 2 weeks, you don't get anything really spoiled because you get stuff from the first 2 episodes. But with Edge Runners, if you watch a clip compilation of something like what is it? God, I'm terrible with names as always. Rebecca. If you watch that, you immediately get spoiled. It's just like, oh fuck. You instantly get spoiled. It doesn't diminish the value of the show for me, but like it's something that you have to be really careful. So you probably should get back to watching it. Should get back to watching it before it happens. It's like it's inevitable. There's spoilers everywhere. But yeah, definitely sad. I think personally, I think I've developed some immunity to Sag because it didn't hit me like a freight train. I'm thinking I spoiled myself by accident. Let's see, I go figure. Alright. Okay then. I think I will call it a night now. It was nice chatting with you. Race 1 was kind of nice. Race 2 was the unmitigated disaster, but I made it through. I'm alive. Although I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be alive for. Considering they're gonna probably murder me. Also, the league admin has again rolled to have to be the guy who like. They roll every week of the people and finish race 2 who's gonna pick the next track car combo. And I think it's like the 4th week I think I've been doing this like for like 2.5 months at this point. The series 1.5, 2.5 months, something like that. And I think it's the 3rd or 4th time the league admin has rolled himself. So go figure that this is gonna, and he like wrote roulette winner himself rigged in a quotation mark rigged AF. So yeah, that's funny. Right. Okay then. Bye bye. I'll be back with some PLR tomorrow.